Playing up, hello and welcome. Right, now this is a bit of a disaster. I've got to be honest, I've got to start right from scratch again. I tried to do this a few weeks back and you can see the mess it made. I have no idea why. The latest editor that we've been given as modders has made such a hash of so many mods. I've got to be honest, it's sort of really quite soul destroying when you work for hours and everything's okay, then you go back or you come into the game and then you see the mod. I mean, this could be my fault. This particular one, I could have tried to run a little bit and do something. So yeah, we're gonna sell it. It's no use keeping it. It really isn't. But we've also got the BART mod too. Again, this is a long-term project, and it's almost there, but not quite. I thought, well, why don't you give yourself a chance then and actually buy the BI Mark? I honestly don't think we need any more tractors. I really don't. Now then, I've been thinking, what are we gonna do? I was thinking, what do we do? We've got quite a few choices. I was thinking oats for oat milk. I'm still considering oats for oat milk. Yeah, it's definitely a good choice, I think, which means we could actually do it today. Yeah, if that's what we decide and we're going to do. I believe oats is, unless the world has changed. No, it is. Oh wow, you could have done it in February as well. Now that's new on me. Obviously that's different to a lot of maps, so this area is slightly different to what I was expecting. Now I believe we've got 2 fertilizers, so I think that's what we're going to do. So, with that in mind, let's grab these 2. Oh, now are these working? Yeah, one of them, again, this is another thing. It was working, and then I grabbed it, and then all of a sudden, now it no longer works, and I haven't tweaked it. But I'm sure the ones we've got are working. Yeah, this is... No, this one I think will fill up. Of course, we're doing organic farming, so it's all right. Yeah, we just need to fill this. And where is it's just over there. It's been a couple of weeks, I should say, actually, since the Mechet. And I've been doing little let's plays because I didn't feel up to doing the Mechet. I always like to do a let's play well, as in but I just didn't sort of feel it. So I've been doing modding and all things like that, and East Vineland, NJ. By Mac Truck, I've been doing that as well. No, we don't want that. We just want to... Yeah, no, that is... Let's try... No, oh, will it let you? And then... No, it won't let you change. Once it does that, now it might. Oh, okay, no, it won't. It will now. It's straight... Yeah, I suppose it's... Yeah, it makes a bit of sense. That's not so totally... Right, so we want oats. Let's set this going, and then we're going to do the other one. So it's going to take a while, and I'm going to go into a time lapse because there's just, there's a lot of fields and only 2 planters. And yeah, so what am I going to do it with? I think we'll use the case, I think. Have we done the animals? Because what I think we'll do is we'll reset 2 of these going. We got precision farming up. Remind myself. I don't think we did we? Oh, we did. Okay. Right. That was very daring. So we've done the pHing. That's very useful. Brilliant. So let's set this going then. So we do need to do the manure spreading or slurry spreading. You are going to be needed for the manuring, so you will do very nicely. Let's grab the other one with this. I think we've only got the 2, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the end of Lemeshe for one reason, and that's I'm going to get rid of those particular traders. I'm going to have to work on my traders soon, though. Ooh, the scrunch. I know I am. You never... Ooh, you got away with it. Wow. Right, okay then. So, yeah, a bit more. Oats, and it's just... And it doesn't turn very well. It's... Yeah, yeah, I have. I've done a lot of modding, actually. An awful lot of modding. Because I've not really felt... yeah, it's really a weird thing. I've been working a lot on my kitchen. And it's... As it does when you throw yourself into a project like that... I have not really had an awful lot of energy for doing other things, which you'd expect, but what I mean is it's taken its toll from a content creation perspective. Brilliant, that should be fine. I think we probably could do with a little bit of fuel, even though we're not going to run out, but why, why struggle? Yes, I've done quite a few, actually quite daring projects, some of which are actually finished, and some of which are sort of prototypes. Right, so let's set you going over here. Then we will check. Let's just check the animals now. And they have done it last session. You never know. Yeah, they're goods. And they're definitely not bad. And neither are they. No, that's true. For once, I'm just going to do it myself, I think. Yeah, we'll crack on. We've not got a big planter, have we? No, we never got that. Okay, let's crack on. This session we're going to get all the planting done, I hope. And then next session we'll get all of the fertilising done. Right, so then, yeah, so with that we do need to do with precision farming. But I'm still doing the organic. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we've got that a bonus, so why not? Right, so then, I'm going to say my words. Let's get this done. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, I think that's about done. I think, but oh, those couple of patches are probably the actual posts. Thinking about it, I was thinking, oh, it's left a couple of bits, but I'm not sure it has. Yeah, no, they're the posts. Yeah, I think Lee has been terribly thorough. No, sorry, my bad. Always do that with this. Always do it. Well, we certainly weren't going to run out of that. That was not too bad, actually. I've got to be honest. I'd sort of thought it was going to be a lot harder than that, but that's not too terrible at all. Might actually have chance to do the fertilising. Yeah, the manuring and the slurrying, I think. That's not a bad idea. Let's get these two away. And yeah, we won't use the same tractors unless we have to. There's plenty of them. That's what I say. We don't really need them all, so it's a shame. It really is. But yeah, I've got to spend a lot of time. It totally flummoxed me. All I'd got to do was bring some decals in, sort of like what you'd call really finishing touches, real finishing touches, and then bringing in the decals actually ruined the tractor. And I'm like, what? How can me bringing the decals in? Yeah, it's annoying. It was an oversight on my part. It was my fault. It was there was nothing a giant's issue, and it happens. But it was just devastating because I've worked so hard on that mod, and I literally just about the finish line was in sight, and then yeah, I left another model in there and saved it, as in the same model, to bring the decals in, and hit save with two of the same model in. It doesn't like it. It doesn't, even if they're in a different sort of space, it just crashed and burned, and you can never get it back. Never. It will not let you retrieve it. It's gone for good. One silly little mistake because you're a bit tired, and that is it. Game over. And it is that simple. It really is. If you jump in and it's like crashing the actual mod, it will just crash. There's no escaping from that fact, and he's sort of devastated, and you can't get the lines of code back. As far as I'm aware, I'm not aware of any way. I must actually ask that. Oh wow, we were a little close, just a little. Yeah, it's true actually. I can't think of there being any other way to retrieve an i3D that's damaged. It is a bit devastating, but that's why I back up so frequently. It was just I wasn't expecting that. We could actually, no, it's not. It's too long. It is too long. Let's just stick it with the other one. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a hazard of being a modder. It's you don't expect it, but you do know it can happen. Right, let's just drop that and move the trailer out the way, because it really is. I always forget how poor this steers. Yeah, you really have to like do a lot of manoeuvring. It's a good tractor, a good solid tractor, but it's yeah, very very poor on its steering. But it's a good solid tractor. I mean, yeah, it's not alone on that. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not. It's quite a few tractor manufacturers. I mean, some of the John Deeres over the years, I know a lot of people rave about them, but I'm only going on what some of the worst steers. Some of the old John Deeres in FS25, oh my life, was so. And I think it's because obviously I like my fence and things like that, and they're really good steers. And then you like get into one of the old John Deeres, and boy oh boy, it was sort of like, is this thing ever going to turn? I sort of, you know what I mean. Some of the cases are a little bit poor, but not like, yeah, the standout real bad steers to me have been quite. Probably is why I'm not a massive fan of John Deeres. Some of the John Deeres were just really terrible. I remember some of the models, and I'm like, oh my life. It doesn't mean to say I'm not a John Deere hater. There are some really nice John Deeres as well. That I am going to say. It's not all bad. Right, so yeah, we've got that one. So we have two, yeah, manure spreader and slurry spreader. I'm going to do this slurry spreading because the AI seemed terrible with that. So let's try and grab set that going. Yeah, who else have we got? Yeah, it's true actually. I say we've got a lot of tractors, but seriously, not as many as you think. As in, like, serious contenders. Yeah, no, it's true, really. I think that's the mover. It is. So really, the two tractors we've got are the other two tractors. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is enough tractors to manage your farm, but I'm used to having more, is my point. But there's nothing, yeah, I'm not trying to be greedy either. I'm quite happy with this amount. It's okay then. Yes, you there. Animals as well. Yeah, I'd like to... Yeah, we'll look next session. Yeah, if we're trying to pull this in another, a bit of a time lapse, then we're really going to need to dig deep, I think, now, because otherwise the session's going to be monstrous. Oh, it's got lime in it. Oh, it's such a... Oh, that was not really what I intended to do, but yes. I see. Can we use our own manure? It's getting in there. That's a bit of a problem. It's yeah, it is. Because you actually have to go in the yard. Actually inside there. And for a thing like this, not exactly the easiest. So I think we should definitely not do that. The little thing at the back should now work as well. Yeah, it's a bit cheaty. I know it is. It's, yeah, one of them things. Let's all set this going on this field. I just want to make sure, because obviously I've never known... Yeah, I've never seen whether the worker can use the manure, because these are not really supposed to have manure in them. Now then, we should have enough slurry, I think, in our... Oh, you can't tell by that. It's one of those annoying facts that you can't actually tell. Right, okay, yeah, I'm not faffing around. Let's just grab some. Yeah, let's be realistic. Would you really buy somebody else's slurry when you've got some of your own? I don't think you would. I can't see a farmer trying to maximise profit, although, I mean, we are a farmer that's doing terribly well. Yeah, I think we have scanned all the fields. I think we did that last session. It's true, we've got the slurry down here, haven't we? So we should really be able to manage. Even though a little bit's hemmed in with all of our equipment. Yes, it is. It has got the boat lower. Yeah, I don't think I use that as. I'm not going to call a Mechet. And we also put that on as well, which that helps us too. And then we've got the other one. All in all, mind you, yeah, no, the farm itself, I don't think, but it has got some that we didn't use terribly. Or no, we are on the right one. Oh yeah, we've definitely got enough slurry. Definitely got enough slurry for doing this task. So we will be coming back for this. We're not wasting money on buying slurry. And we know it's not expensive. It's not about that. But you wouldn't do it, would you, when you've got like 200,000 litres on hand, almost 10 tanker loads. So you would definitely do this yourself. So we're going to do it. All right, come on then. Let's crack on. So I'm going to say my words. Let's get this sorted. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Hey, that is not too bad. Wow, he really did cover that field quickly. I can't get over how... I think it is a really good spread. I've cheated on that. It's not got the proper throwing effect on it yet. Well, to be honest, it was one of those things as a modder. I know sometimes you can just put something inside, obviously tell a manure spreader or a lime spreader that you're going to put manure in it and then it will do it, but there are certain effects that and again, it was just me trying. I've never done it before, so I thought, let's just stick manure, allow manure into the lime spreader. What do we need to do other than that? And it's true, it does actually do it, and you get the effect on the field, but it doesn't do the throwing. You can't see that coming out the back of the actual thing. So that's it, we've done. I'm sure we have. I've got to be honest, I was saying this, the pH now is about how I remember it, but the nitrogen, it makes no sense to me at all. The colours, we'll have a look at it, but it just beggars belief. The colours make no sense to me. We've got a field. Let's just grab Bob. You're done, Bob, honest, you really are, mate. Excellent. And still a bit left. I never used the shovel at all, which is why I've sort of created this just in a bigger capacity rather than the... Yeah, I've although I've got this model left in, I'm not sure if I'm going to move it out, you know, like after... I'm trying to think if I've got it on any other lets, but I think I have. I think the Mechet is the only one I've got this model on. I'm going to remove this one and we're going to have the Mark II, which is just a big 30,000 litre storage, and it really is at least that. I might be slightly bigger, but right. So then let's have a quick look at the precision farm, because to me it makes no sense. The colour. I mean, first of all, you've got to look at the actual field types, because if they're a dissimilar soil type, now they are very similar, really. And I think it was field 11 that I was looking at. I'm thinking, it's green already. Why? Yeah, look how green 11 is for nitrogen. I jumped on the field and it was like saying it was vile. 57 likewise. Then 54, if you go back to the field types, I mean, the loamy bit is obviously going to be really different because that's really good. But, and yet, I'm trying to figure out, having done precision farming for years, it makes no sense. Now, the manure, the slurry spreading has always been a bit, the colours never seem to make any sense to me anyway. But if we go just field by field out of the precision farming, if we just go and have a look at this, you see nitrogen bad? I don't get it. It's not working right. We did this and it should be perfect, and you've got this Yeah, nitrogen bad. It's still not right. I'm ripping it off. I've had enough already. I have the pH is almost right, but this it's a debacle. Just have had so long to get this right, and there's a lot of grumbling about it in the thing. It's still not right. It really is awful. Red. So I put this on nitrogen bad. I mean, what a difference in like going from nitrogen okay. And this is my point. We did the same amount of spreading, and we're going from bad to good to like okay, and all in the one field. Oh, now I've got a nitrogen perfect on this particular one. And this is my point. The pH is almost all right, but like the nitrogen, this is the only field that's... Well, I don't mean it funny, but precision farm is supposed to control the nitrogen yield. Now, looks like the only field of all of our fields, and we didn't do it any differently to anything else, and that's my point. Yeah, nitrogen okay now, so not necessarily good. What about these two? No, I think these were bad as well. No, these are nitrogen perfect. Well, yeah, good, okay, good. Good, okay. And that's my point. A good, okay, good. I mean, this is a more stable than a lot, I've got to be honest. But colour-wise, when we go back to precision farming, the colours make no sense. None at all to me. As to, like, how can... where the nitrogen level is really green up in the top, and it was always bad, as in like it got better. But how come orange is perfect and green is bad? Because what I mean is it was very bad, as in like, oh, is it that it's too much nitrogen? But what I mean is, yeah, it is. It's strange, isn't it? It is a real strange beast. I do wish you'd be able to jump in on precision farming. So it's so ridiculous. You've got this visit on every other kind of screen, and then precision farming you're not allowed to visit. I just think Giants just... I mean, is it too much? Yes, 205 out of 80. So it's like 3 times the amount of nitrogen, which is in essence bad. But in other words, even before I started, because I did jump out almost immediately, I thought, well, this is green, so surely... So this had got too much nitrogen for this particular crop type. So, and again, this is why I'm speaking out loud, because it makes no sense to me, and I'm trying to make sense of it to make sure, well, look, am I misjudging this? And the bottom line is, I think... so we want to go... Yeah, so this one's overdone. So 57. So the perfect for oats is this. All of these oranges are good. So if we then go to 14, because that's got quite a lot of different bands. This would be interesting to see what this is. So good in places. Good. How about the slurrying? Yeah, it's had a couple of green bands that I was seeing that I was just trying to look. But it is, the orange is definitely the right. So actually the green is saying that we've got too much nitrogen. So that makes sense. Yeah, there was some bad again. And there's this bad is because it's too green. And that's my point. So it sort of does. And again, this is, I mean, well, I used to be an expert. Precision farming. Yeah, the green, the bit is where it's overdone with too much yellow. It's not orange anymore. And the green, I'd imagine, if we go a little bit further, it'd be even worse. And it'll say bad. Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, so it's not too bad, but it is too much. There's not much difference, though, between 185 and 200, between what it says as terrible red and, like, okay. So it's a bit... Still not quite right, but it's heading in the right direction. And yeah, I just hope that we get the proper amount of growth that we're supposed to get from it. So I am pleased with our what we've accomplished in this one session. 'Cause pH is good. Not sure about that field there. Let's have a quick look. Did we? Oh yeah, and I know we've just been on it. I know that, but I didn't pay any attention. Is my point? Yeah, I was looking for one thing and one thing only: nitrogen. No, pH value is good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the good. So yeah, we're all right. I thought we'd done all of the pH, and so we've done all of our fields, all the nitrogen in and everything today, and all of the fields all without. So we're going to go oat milk for the win. We really are. I mean, we're already doing well with the manure. Yeah. Does it show? It does show the manure, doesn't it? Yeah, it's 129 litres. 129,000 litres. That sounds a little bit more. So that's a shared storage. Okay. The manure's shared for them all. But I think you got to go inside for them all as well. For the manure, it goes into that big shed. So, but yeah, all in all, quite pleased. Precision farming, still a little messy. Some of that, obviously, my understanding. But now having walked across the fields and looking at the green and that, it makes a bit of sense. The red is because it's oversaturated with nitrogen, not because it hasn't got enough. But it was already bad before I actually went on it, so I don't know that I made it much worse, if I'm honest. But yeah, so we will. I'm not going to like go through. I'd like to feed the animals, top them up. They're not like don't need doing. But the other thing is, I'm trying to look at value. Yeah, we've got little bairns. I did see those. Quite a lot of them as well. All in total, we've got 99 little youngsters, and the rest are all adults. And yeah, I mean the adults, you don't really sell milkers, not really, unless they've like gone out of. So they're about to go to full as well. Now I did notice, obviously, the goat milk it's weird. It says it's full and there's no more room, and yet there's a bit of room, but there isn't, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But yeah, we've got to get that out. Now these are seriously getting up to quite, when you consider we paid £300 per head, and they're now worth 3 times that. But they do go quite a lot higher. But obviously we've got to, we've only got to look when we leave at how much more value they've got. And obviously we've got a few months. We've got like right the way up to harvest and past, and then obviously the selling of our productions. So they've got time yet to, like grow a little bit more. They're not going to get up to full, but it's still nice to see the actual value of them. And yeah, these likewise 13 months old as well now. 20 in total. So these are nearly 5 more months. They might just about reach the age when they're fully grown, and there'll be 20 full head of Charolais, and they're again profit carcass based ones, as most people call them. So again, I mean, wow, 5,886. So it does go to show the carcass type ones really seriously do bring in a lot of cash. So, I mean, yeah, it is something that I didn't look at very well at all. You could really run a very profitable farm by most people's standards just from animals alone. You really could. I mean, I don't know that it'd make a very interesting Let's Play, and I know this because I did it a long time ago, and it was the most boring Let's Play I'd ever done. It just didn't it was just rinse and repeat exactly the same thing, me going around feeding the animals every single session, going through to the next month and doing exactly the same. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure that you'd have any watchers if you did a Let's Play like that. And I thought, I think you're right, I don't think we would. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so we're in March. We've done everything we need to do. Everything. Amazing. I'm quite pleased with the farm. The equipment is spot on. Plenty of tractors. Well, yeah, maybe not plenty, but enough definitely to get the job done, which is of course why we did want the BIRT Mark II and the Model 7. But it is what it is. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, it's a shame that isn't working at the minute, but we managed. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. So all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.